What's up, everybody? This is Dime Dropping NFL on YouTube, coming with another video. This is about the Dak Prescott injury and how this affects the Cowboys organization and whether Dak Prescott will ever play another game for the Dallas Cowboys. This is tough because the Cowboys didn't want to pay Dak what he wanted before he broke his leg, and now with his broken ankle, are they really going to pay him now? The way the city responded was very inspiring. They love Dak. Obviously they love Dak. He's their franchise quarterback, puts up huge numbers every year. Hasn't been able to get them deep into the playoffs yet. But I think at some point in his career, he'll bring a team to the playoffs. I just think that it might not be with the Cowboys. Next year, it's very likely, at least in my mind, that Dak Prescott will not be playing for the Cowboys in 2021. This injury he has is a broken ankle. It looks like a lot of ligaments in his ankle, and he's had surgery last night and is expected to be out 4 to 6 months, so that's the rest of this year. But he will have a pretty full offseason of being healthy again. But we'll get into this video, and I'm going to talk about who could be the next quarterback of the Cowboys if it is indeed not Dak Prescott. Cowboys are 2-3, and that's a bad enough record to give them a top 10-ish pick in the draft. I think they'll probably end up being around 8-8, 7-9, around that. They might make the playoffs. I mean, it is the NFC East. But assuming they don't, or just saying they don't for a hypothetical, they'd probably have between the 10th and 15th pick. And that's definitely enough to trade up to a higher pick and select Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields is the second best quarterback in this draft. He's an electric arm. He's so fast. He can move. He can do everything. And in my top 5 future NFL QBs, I had him ranked second behind just Trevor Lawrence. And I compared him to Patrick Mahomes. He's obviously probably not going to be as good as Patrick Mahomes, but he has those type of qualities and that type of play style that is like Patrick Mahomes. And with that electric arm and the fast legs, I think he's just the quarterback Jerry Jones would love to have. It seems like Jerry Jones loves Dak, but you got to put your money where your mouth is, and he hasn't been able to pay Dak, or hasn't been willing to pay Dak in the last few years when he's overspent at almost every position. Amari Cooper is paid like the best receiver in the league. I don't think a lot of people think he's the best receiver in the league, and he sure doesn't produce like it. Zeke is being paid like a top 5 running back. That's a good value for him, but a lot of people suggest you shouldn't pay running backs. I think Zeke should have been paid, but in general, I'm against paying running backs. And then they have their quarterback, the most important position on the team. And guess what? They're not paying him. They haven't paid him. It doesn't seem like they will pay him. And if they weren't able to pay him before he broke his ankle, how are they going to be able to pay him now? It's going to be interesting if he doesn't get extended to see what they do next offseason. If they want to tag him again, it'll be about $38 million. But I think there's a very good chance they select Justin Fields. They could trade up. A good trade would be, say they have the 15th pick, for example. The 15th pick and Dak Prescott on a big deal to the Giants for the 2nd overall pick. And I think both teams accept that. I don't see who says no, because if Dak doesn't want to play for the Cowboys and the Cowboys don't want to pay Dak, you can still have him be paid and go to a different team and play for them instead. But I think Justin Fields would be great for the Cowboys. They need a reset. It's really hard to win with a quarterback on a high payroll if you don't believe in him, and it does not look like the Cowboys believe in Dak Prescott. The city of Dallas and the state of Cowboys fans love Dak, which we saw last night with all the emotional cheering and everything. But if the team doesn't like him and the team makes a final decision, Jerry Jones is going to select another quarterback in next year's draft. I think it will be Justin Fields if he can find a way to get his hands on him. Andy Dalton may be able to make a run with this team, but only because they're in the NFC East. Thanks for coming out to this video. Join the Discord in the description. Subscribe to the channel. Turn those notifications on. Like the video. I'll see you next time. Let me know in the comments. Cowboys fans, I expect you to be extremely angry with me, and I'll be excited if you are.